Hello everyone, we're going to start making some classes and answering some questions. So now I am live, so if you want to see maybe all the topics that I'm going to talk, I have many, you can play on 2x and that will be faster for you. So let's see how it goes, and if, like I said before, if you want to, when I'm live, you want to type questions, all uppercase, and then in lowercase your question, that will be great. It will be easier for me to read all your questions. Otherwise, pay attention, so click on the bell, so that way next time I'm live, you can ask me anything. So now let's talk about few things that I want to make a class about. So for instance, I have the rj45. So I have many colors. I'm going to show you here, so that way you can see. So many people, they don't know. They think that the only class that there is the clear one, but we have many colors, and I'm going to explain you all that. So let's start the video. I'm going to start recording now. Hello everyone, I'm Gabriel once again. We're going to start talking about the different colors in rj45. So if you want to build your own network, or you're working for a customer, you want to be able to organize yourself much better than using only the label maker, I'm going to show you how. So here, for instance, I have different colors. I have, if you're outside of the United States, you want me to send you some of these tools or electronics, anything like that, just let me know in the comment section below. Also, all my information is in the video description as well. So as you can see, many people, many of you, most people, they are using this type of rj45. I have a bag full of them. So this is the thing. Let's say that you want to use maybe the green one for the NAS server, you know, for the backup server, and then you want to use the yellow one. You see, it's two different colors. They are very similar anyway. So you want to use the yellow one maybe just for a switch, or you want to use the red one for the router, and you want to use, you know, different colors. You have many colors. I don't know how many you can get, but you have a black one. Let's say the black one is just for the computers, and yeah, I have the blue ones. Let's say the blue ones is for the router or the cable modem or anything like that. So because when you're in a rack with you know, hundreds of cables, it's going to be more difficult for you to see, okay, which one is which. And also, if you don't have a label maker, it will be harder for you. I mean, if you have the label maker, I think I have a label maker close to me. If I don't have it, I'll show you a picture later on the site. But you know, those little printers where you can create a label just for the cable. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, it's no problem. Surely you can read. But if you see the colors, it will be way faster. So if you are thinking, okay, on the door of the rack, you can say, okay, red is switch, yellow is for backup, black is for PC, blue is for something else, and then you can identify the colors right away. Also, if you want to mix them up like I did here, I'm going to show you how you can do this as well. So let's pretend that you want to use the green one, as you can see here, and then here this is the protector, so that way you're not going to destroy the locking mechanism, this part here. So if you want to protect that, you have a few options, or you can use the rubber things as usual. That will be one option. Let's say you want to use maybe green with orange or some other color, or white one, and maybe you don't have in the other colors here, or maybe you can use the plastic one, and it will help you just in case if you never seen this type of rj45. They are pass through, so they're not just the regular one, but also you're going to need a special tool for that. So I'm going to talk about that as well, so just in case if you want to do that. So in this case, you put the colors. I have another class that I talk about the norms. You have A and B. So in this case, we're using B. So you put the cable here, and as usual, some people, you know, when they're newbies, they are going to build a cable, and you're going to see these hanging like that. But if you use the easy path, I think is, or easy connector, you can push it all the way, because all the cable are going to go through it, and then you can run this here inside. So once you put it here inside, all you have to do is just twist them like that, and then you're going to use this special tool. If you have the regular one, it's not going to work. You put it like that, and then you encrypt it, and that's it. So that is how you get the perfect connection, as you can see here. Otherwise, you can try to use the scissor, but it's not going to look as neat as if you use the proper tool. So as you can see here, I have a patch cord, and you can create your own. Also, like I said before, you can identify, let's say you use red, you know, for Cat6, and maybe black one for the Cat5 or something like that. So that will be very helpful if you want to use all that. Also, if you can use the label maker, that is an extra help for you. So hopefully this video was useful. If you have any question or any other idea, please let me know in the section below. And if you want to buy any of these tools, because you are here in US, also I'm going to try to leave the links in the video description, and see you next time. Woo. Okay, now what is the label maker? I had it here. I have two. I'm going to find it when I don't care about that. Okay, let's talk about the next topic. So the way we're going to move forward, leave this on the way. I'm going to put this here. I have to put everything on my other box. The next topic will be it didn't change. Huh. It didn't change. Q&A live. Answering. It didn't change the live things. Answering your questions. For some reason, YouTube doesn't work properly. Save. Again, it didn't save it right. Live routers, rj45, mobile hotspot. All right, and tools. There we go. Save. Monetization on. It's on. Right. That it was on. That is odd. Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's continue with the show. All right. So now I have this tool. Yeah, I mean this cable modem. I was thinking I'm going to do this to change to my screen. Okay, yes, I have that. All right, I'm going to teach you in this case how to use your computer as a modem, because that is what I wanted to teach you in the beginning. Close all this. All right. Let's put this on the side. Getting ready. It's not always as easy as you can see. All right, cool. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can turn your computer into a router. And if you're wondering why would you do that, I mean, it's very easy. Let's say that you have a brand new connection and you have a gigaLAN or you have a high-speed internet that is over 100 megabits, because this is what happened to me. So I had a MikroTik laying around, and I called the Spectrum and said, hey, can you give me a gig? And they said, yeah, sure. And I was doing the speed test and say, well, why I'm getting just 80 or 90 or something like that? Okay. And I remember, cable, the router, my router is old. So that is the case. So now I ordered another one, so I'm waiting for that. But meanwhile I'm waiting for that, I'm doing this video because it works perfectly. So what you have to do in this case, you have to have a computer with two Ethernet cards. So, or it could be one that is Ethernet just for the cable, and the other it could be Wi-Fi. So if you have two NICs, that will be the minimum. If you have more, you can do that. But in this case, we're going to use Windows 10. It's very easy to use. So all you have to do is your cable modem directly to the computer, and then you can use the Wi-Fi or your computer. I have one of those. I think I have one of those little adapters laying around. Otherwise, I think I put it in another computer. But you can use one of those little adapters, the USB ones, or if you want to put just a dedicated PSI cable card, you can do that. But in this case, I'm going to do just something very, very basic. So as you can see here, I have Ethernet NIC, like I said before, just for the cable. And this is the VirtualBox, but don't worry, this is the one. So here, as you can see, I'm going to show you the status. So here I have a gig, but like I said before, my router is not a gig, so I'm not getting the speed that I should get. So, and I have the Wi-Fi. So in this case, all you have to do, you go to the bottom and then you type mobile hotspot. You type that, you will see there. And now I'm going to maximize so the way you can see it. So here, as you can see, you can share your internet with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. In this case, I recommend using Wi-Fi, is easier. So here, at least in my car, I have two options. I have a 2.4 gigahertz or 5, or you can use any available, whatever the machine decides to do. So in this case, I put the name Gabak Dell. And here you can put the password that you want. So if you want to put numbers, or if you want to put, I don't know, anything like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever works for you, you just go here. Let's put it on 2.4. If you want a higher speed, you have to use 5. But sometimes if you have an old device that it cannot take 5 gigahertz, if you put it in 2.4, surely it will work just fine. Or you can try to use any available. So in this case, we are going to put it like that. Okay, here it says 8 digits, so 7, 8. There we go, save, done. So we have the password, we have everything. All we have to do now is we have to turn it on, and that's it. So once you do that, the system is up and running. Also, in the beginning, it will ask you what do you want to use to share, but other than that, that is all you have to do. And then on the here on the bottom, where you're going to see is all the devices. For instance, let me grab my phone, or I'll try to use my other computer. I'll try to use the Mac computer, but I'll use the phone so that way at least you can see how it works. Let's change. All right, so here we're going to settings. We go Wi-Fi, and then we should see Dell. So as you remember, we type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I think that was the password. We should wait, and we should be connected. So wrong password, because I had another password. We're going to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Connect, join. There you go, we're connected. So now we're going to change to the screen. And as you can see here on the bottom, we have the IP of my phone. This is the phone that I was using. Here we have the MAC address. It says device unknown, and that's it. So the more computer you have, you're going to see them all over here. And when you want to start, turn this off, you can turn it off from here, and nobody is able to use it. And if you want to change the password again, you go here where it says edit, and then you can type, whatever you want, something like that. It will be difficult for people to to guess the password. But here, at least in this case, so the way I try to make it very easy. So you can type whatever number you want, just save it, and that's it. So as you can see, once I click save, I click connect, my phone will not be able to get connected until I type the password. As you can see, devices, at least with this type of system, it will allow you up to 8 computers. So if you have more than that, surely it will not work. I never try more than 8 computers because usually computers are not very power efficient. But if you have a emergency, or if you have to do like you have to manage a lot of data, usually something like that will work. If you want something like very, very powerful, you can use MikroTik. It will be another topic maybe for another day. But let's try if I can show you here. For instance, we have MikroTik. They have the Gigaline. I like them a lot because you can do a lot with this. For instance, here I have a gigabit Ethernet. And also you have the port for fiber optics. So if you want to use that here on the side. Also, I recommend if you're going to buy a MikroTik or any other router, make sure that it has at least 2 cores or more. In this case, as you can see, this is for ISP. So this one has 36 cores, and I don't know how much RAM, but maybe 128 of RAM or even more. So it depends. If you want to create your own ISP, get one of these. Otherwise, you can get they're very cheap if you want to create, for instance, bandwidth control. If you want to have bandwidth control or something like that, you can do it with this very easily. I have a few videos talking about that. Also, if you want to create a VPN or anything like that, instead of paying a VPN, Express VPN or something like that, you can use this. And this is way more powerful than any other Linksys or Cisco switch or anything like that. As you can see here, you have another one, 128. I think that is the RAM, and I think this is 2 cores. Here it says, for instance, the CPU is 800 megahertz. Good enough. Here you have the PoE if you want to power this up over that. Also, it has a USB port, so if you want to connect one of those modems, like Verizon, AT&T or something like that, if you want to have a backup, that will work as well. I have installed many of these for customers, and here you have many options. So let me show you here. For instance, here it will tell you, for instance, this is like very, very obsolete. So this router, it says discontinue, for instance, in this case. This model, a MikroTik, don't buy 1 core. I mean, it's going to be very, very slow. And for instance, RAM, just 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, 32 megabytes is nothing. So as you can see, let me see if I can zoom it in so that way you can see a little bit better. But you can see at least the amount of hours, the MTVF, so the way, you know, meanwhile it fails or something like that, before it fails. There you go. Here you have, for instance, in this case, this is the one I have, if I'm not mistaken. Even in the menu it says that it's a gig. It's not a gig, but if you see the, even if that was true, you know, because I have Wi-Fi, it will not be more than 300 megabits. So I'm not going to be able to use all the speed that the provider provides. So here, as you can see, yeah, great. So here is 110 and 100. So that is all I'm getting, even if in the menu says otherwise. I don't know if I can access my MikroTik. See, this is the one I have right now. Let's see. Yep, great. I'm in. So the way, yes, great. So as you can see here, I have one core, 400 megahertz, and that's it. So if I show you the interfaces, for instance, here it says that I have a 1000, a half, and 1000 full, but it's not true. It's just, like I said before, it's just 10 and 100, and that's it. So don't be fooled about that. If you have an old MikroTik, it's no gigabit. So this is what I have right now. I'm waiting for the new one to arrive. So as you can see here, the good thing is very powerful. I mean, the access point is very good, but otherwise, try to get something like that. This is the other option that I was talking before, and here we have few other, but over time this might change. So as you can see, this is all the speed that I can get, even if I have a gigabit. So this is the adapter I was talking about before. So with this, if you want to share the connection, you know, with the computers that you have around you, that is one option. Otherwise, like I said before, MikroTik, they have an option where you can download the operating system. They have an operating system that you can install on your computer, so it will not be Windows. So once it boots up, you're going to see like a black screen, just a terminal or something like that, and that's it. So as you can see here, they have one is for Intel. So as you can see here, x86. So you have to download the CD image, and there you go. So you can do anything here, and like I said, that will handle hundreds of connections. Maybe like it depends on the Ethernet card that you have, but maybe 200, 300. It depends on the speed that you want to provide to your customer. But I have done it with 200. Even a little bit less, and it was working fine, even with a Pentium 3. So in this case, you don't need a supercomputer. If you have a Pentium 3, I think it was like 400 or 500 megahertz, but with the x86, it was powerful enough. But with the other ARM CPUs that I said before, for instance, here the ARM CPUs, one core is not enough, but Pentium 3 is another thing. So it's another story. So hopefully this video was useful as usual. See you in the next class. Any question, leave me a comment and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can. Bye. All right, great. We have one person online now. 6 playbacks. So if you have any question, please let me know. Current viewers. Here I have the little one. I have the control remote. I think I have another tool that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I think I took my tool to my cargo van. Yes, it's another. I wanted to talk about something else, but all right. If I don't have it with me, I have it here. Ha, cool. It's great. Now. Here I have the tool. All right. Okay, well, let's record. All right, in this video I'm going to talk about this little tool that will help you to reach screws that maybe they are hard to reach. So I don't use it all the time, but you know, when you need it, it's better to have it. So I'm going to show you, oh, wrong camera. I'm going to show you this tool that, I mean, it's something that you can get in almost any hardware store, but let's say that you drop something in maybe in a rack, or maybe you're working in your car or something like that, and you cannot reach. So with this flexible tool, I just bought it from Menards. The good thing is it has a lifetime warranty. Otherwise, I would not buy it, because I had another one like that before, and this broke because it was plastic. So hopefully this will not break. But if it does, I'm going to take it to Menards to have it replaced. So basically, let's say you drop this, and you have this, you know, and then you are in a wrong. I mean, in a very tough situation. I'm not going. Surely you're not going to have the hand like that, but you know, let's say you drop it, and then you. The only thing that you have to do in this case, you push it like that, grab it like this, and there you go. You have the screw with you. I mean, it's very simple. Another thing that I like it is, even if you're not able to grab it with a claw, it has a magnet in the other end. As you can see, it's magnetic. So you put it like that, and that's it. It did the trick. So let's change the camera. So basically, there we go. Is okay. Now you can see the whole thing. So basically, you put it in the spot where you drop the tool, or maybe sometimes you drop something. You know, you're installing maybe like an electric box to run Ethernet cable or something like that, and you drop maybe a drill bit or anything like that, and then you can capture it with this. Maybe if it's magnetic, just put it like that, done. Otherwise, if it's aluminum or plastic or anything like that, you push from here, grab it, that's it. This is not very expensive, it's like $10. If you don't have it in your country, just let me know, I'll ship it to you. Otherwise, if you're here in US, I'll try to leave the tool in the video description. If you have any question, please let me know, and see you next time. All right, Gigatech, welcome. Good to see you here. So I'm making the classes in English now, so that way we can upload them later to YouTube. Let's talk about this tool. I think 88, 20 to 50. I have these tools that I would like to make a video in Spanish later, but let's see. Okay, let's see the name of this tool. $88 to $50. Ah, there we go. Alligator water pump plier. Huh, that is the name. Alligator pliers. Alligator water pump pliers. Alligator pliers. Huh. Let's see if I type this by itself, if I can. Alligator pliers. Let me see what I see. Yes, alligator pliers. All right, each country they have their own. Ha, this is crazy. I put just the number, and now I type alligator pliers, and all I see is just that brand. Okay. All right, good enough, good enough. Oh, I think I forgot the Milwaukee one. I wanted to compare it with the Milwaukee. If I don't have the Milwaukee, life is not going to be the same. We'll have to go to the car to grab it, I guess. Otherwise, let me see. Yes, I have to do that. Otherwise, I will not be able to do the right comparison. Yes, I'll do that. I will be back, people. I know all the thousands of people that are connected right now. Please wait until I come back. All right. I have to grab my flashlight. All right, I'm back. Whew. It's cold out there. You should use the LED lenser. You see it best at night. Yeah, but it's just for a little thing. Yes, I have it over there. Yeah, I know. I have it over there. What I like about the Milwaukee is that it's way lighter than the other one. The other one is more bulky. You have a light bulb. I mean, you have the flashlight on the front, and then you have the battery in the back. For now, the Milwaukee is my number one. All right, let's talk about alligators. Let's talk about how do you call it? Okay, let's talk about pliers alligators. So if you're wondering, okay, which one is the best at least in form factor, I'm going to tell you which one I like the most. So I'm going to change the camera so that way you can see here a little bit, and then I'm going to show you the pros and cons of each one of them. So usually this is Stanley. This is Stanley. I mean, it's a good brand. I don't have any problem with this. I mean, it works. It's better than the regular ones. The good thing about this, as you can see, it has the channels here, and you can, once you close the jaw, it's going to stay like that. It's not moving. So that is a good thing. Usually the regular ones, kind of like this, it might move and it will not stay where you want it to be. So that is the disadvantage of the regular design. So I don't like this type. Sometimes I use it, but it's not my favorite. So also another thing is the jaw, as you can see here. This one is more, I mean, it's going to be more likely to grab the, let's say, maybe a bolt or something like that. I know some people, you know, they use it for almost anything, but if you have like different things like a bolt or something that you want to grip, yeah, I think the Milwaukee, it will be better in this case. At least the design is great. For instance, it will not move from here, even if you want to move it, you know, like this one you can move it just very easily. Maybe you are trying to adjust something and it will stay just in the middle and it will not close, and you know, it stays stiff like that. So it's a problem to me. But with this works great, because it's kind of is the better version of the Stanley, because with this one you move it like that and it will stay. It's not going to move. So in order to move it, you have to open up all the way, and then once you close it, it will stay. So that is the good thing. But I prefer this one, as you can see here, and I'm going to show you why. Because here you have the locking mechanism. You push here, and then you can move it, you know, up and down, just without any issue. And when you release, it's going to stay like that. Once this pop up like this, done. That's it. And if you want to grab the bolt, for instance, you see, it fits perfect. I mean, it's amazing how it fits in the jaw of the pliers. So the alligator pliers. So as you can see, is not going anywhere. If you compare it with the rest, it doesn't fit right. As you can see, it's kind of awkward, kind of weird. Yes, it will fit, but you know, just here on the bottom you have a nice surface. On the top is not good. Here, you know, this is maybe towards pipe or something like that. But here, yes, the point of contact is very, very low. You're going to grab it just here and here, and that's it. So if you have to buy Milwaukee, the best for me, at least from all other brands that I had before. Even I had, you know, like a knockoff tools like this, the alligator pliers, or pliers alligator. So this is my experience. Hopefully this video was useful. If you have any question, please let me know in the section below, and see you next time. All right, we have Peter Gomez. Hey. Very good. If you want to learn English, you have to try to talk in English, or at least to type. Thank you for getting online. So hopefully all the video that I'm going to talk here is going to be useful for most people. And I don't know if I have another tool. I don't know if I should do it now, but you know, I'm here right now. So I bought more Milwaukee. I mean, I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee, they have good things and bad things. It's like any other brand. So some things are good, sometimes and other things are not that good. But at least you're going to learn the good and the ugly. And let's see, have to break. There we go. To get it loose. There we go. Now, there we go. I'm going to remove it from here. This. I think in this case, you have to break it from here. There we go. So you pull it from the other end. There we go. Okay. Oh, what happened with this? Ah, it's tied to the other side. All right, I get it. I don't have to remove it all the way because I bought something else and I think I'm going to return it. But before returning this, hey, oh man, I don't like this.